Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more RimWorld, returning to a no-hope playthrough. And right now, things are not going particularly well. We had a Manhunter pack come in here, and they have wreaked havoc on the base. They managed to break into a couple doors here, but we've managed to hold our ground at this door. All of our defenders have taken injuries, although possibly not that serious, a little bit slight injuries. Luke was the one that got chewed up the most, but he's been healed, so hopefully he'll be okay. Now, the big problem is keeping these... I think we've actually killed all the wargs that are down here. So, as long as we keep people restricted to Area 1, we shouldn't have any problems. So, at this point, I think we're going to have Leia get undrafted here and rest until healed, and then we'll have Old Ben. We'll have Old Ben prioritize healing her as soon as she gets into bed. There we go. Prioritize treating. I don't know what we have her set up for. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what I had Luke set up for. Yeah, a little bit higher quality medicine. I should probably turn that down a bit. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and have Luke finish off some of these wargs that are still alive. I think there's at least one here. Okay, so this is a problem. They've broken through this door. I'm going to have to switch R2-D2 over to here so we can defend. Okay, they've already just broken the turret. This doesn't mean that they can pass through, I realize. So, I'm going to back off here. And we're going to form our defense in this hallway. We've got a parallel defense here. These guys, I think, can do good work. Chewbacca, you're going to have to go do something else. As a matter of fact... yeah, anything else that you do would be nice. It's going to be hard, though. I think we're just going to have to draft him and move him. Crap. Just go in a bedroom. I don't care if it's even your bedroom. Yeah, just go in that bedroom. Okay. They might be through this door soon. Yes. Old Ben, can you hurry up? That might have gotten them to go the right direction. How about this? Undraft. Repair the door. That way they don't break through. There we go. Got him in the hallway. Okay. Not a great time. Can you repair this steel door so they don't get through there? Okay, really bad time. You're just gonna have to stay in your bedroom. I think they were... no, they weren't gnawing on this cooler. That's good. Okay, so as long as we can hold this ground, we should be okay. I would like to cycle out R2-D2 though. Han, where are you going? You're going there. Not the best time for that. How about you just get drafted and hang out in your room? Okay, you get drafted. Come with me. And we're going to cycle out here. Because R2-D2 is still having a bleeding wound. So she is going to be undrafted and go rest until healed. Old Ben, I know you really want to do that. But now is not the time. Can you be drafted and hang out right here? Okay, Leia, you're going to have to come up here and be quick about it. Okay. Here they come. Yeah, I don't know what Chewbacca's up to. He's just going to have to get drafted and hang out in his bedroom for now, because this is still a very dangerous situation. And this is just going to have to be the way that we deal with it. I know that that means that people are not getting food. like they should be. And treat R2-D2. Cal might get caught in the crossfire here, but that's fine, I guess. Okay. So these last few wargs have been shot. And they are bleeding. So they might bleed out on their own. But obviously we don't want to wait that long. Where'd old Ben go? Old Ben? Where are you? Oh, you're still up to it. Okay. Continue to put bullets in them, that's fine. Alright, another one down. Okay, this one's coming. This is... Oh, that was close. So this is, I think, the last one. Sometimes they're a little bit sneaky and they... Okay. I'm gonna allow old Ben to do what he's doing. I think at this point, maybe we even chase this guy, this last one down, because it's been shot probably several times at this point. It's bleeding badly. Yeah, I'm gonna chase it down with Luke. We've got decent distance here. There we go. Alright. Undraft. Undraft. Oh, you were already undrafted. Everybody, undraft. Oh. Okay. I guess people automatically undrafted there? Because I don't think anybody else is drafted now. Okay, and restrictions. Unrestricted. Now, I could be wrong. There might be more wargs around, but I think we just took them all out. There are some still alive, but they're seriously heavily injured. Well, this is going to be good for food for quite a while. Let me take a look at the stock of our animals. Alright, you know what? I have been kind of an ass to the cows and let them die. Where are we? We still have the bull. Okay, well, I guess I'll let them eat from now on. A few cows around might not be a bad thing. So, zone, animal area, we'll let them into the fridge, I guess. And malnutrition extreme. Where's Chewbacca? Chewbacca, feed that bull. Okay. Hopefully we'll keep the bull alive. By feeding it. And then the cows that are still up and about, they can feed themselves. Alright. Oh, there's still a warg around. Where are my people? R2-D2's there. Leia, where are you? You're there. I mean, it is bleeding to death, but... There it goes. Warg Revenge. Well, it's gonna have a hard time at that. Oh, I think it had calmed down. Enough time had passed. But we're still gonna kill the bastard. And this gives Leia a chance to up her shooting skill. Oh boy, that's a little bit embarrassing. This is why awful quality weapons are bad. We're going to start having to produce our own weapons and what have you. Okay, we're going to turn this back off from medical bed. So, with this setup, ideally, Leia is not a primary fighter. Let's just go ahead and undraft her. I mean, this thing's gonna die eventually on its own. I'm not gonna waste too much time there. If I have somebody in the area, like R2-D2, that's a little bit better shot, sure, I'll draft and I'll have her finish a couple of them off. Okay. Fire at Warg. Okay, that takes care of that. And fire at Warg. Okay. Are there any the rest of them kind of still injured? Alright, so we have some things to repair. So let's start with structure type things. So first wood, repair, repair. Then we're going to need steel, as the outer doors are steel. We're going to repair that. And the sooner we get on that, actually, the better. So, Old Ben, you prioritize working on steel door. And then we'll make do the wood doors as well. Okay. Wood doors. Prioritize working on wooden door. Because this way, it makes it an indoor area, which currently it isn't. And Chewbacca, you can go ahead and prioritize... Oh. This one? Okay, so he's, I guess, building both doors? There we go. Yeah, I knew you were going to be doing something else. Okay. Our cows are now better. They can feed themselves. We just got all kinds of meat here. Our fridge is pretty full. So, not a whole lot to complain about. We're getting some crops in. As much as that was maybe not a great looking situation, as they did get pretty far into our base, we survived. I am going to want to haul this stuff. So that gets taken care of. We are eventually going to want a new bedroom as well. Kind of surprised Luke isn't going to bed. I mean, we probably kept him up there quite a bit. Well, we might as well speed through the day here. We almost have this one kill box completed, and honestly, if we had just a little bit more time, we would have gotten it done, and this whole warg attack wouldn't have been as bad as it was, but we're still pretty much defenseless up in this quarter outside of the traps that we have, which some of them are not set to auto rearm, apparently. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind, as I have told them to be rearmed. So the main hunter packs, they're both good and bad. The good in them is that you get a lot of food. The bad in them is that they can be very dangerous. And the whole town is practically painted red here. We got blood everywhere. And I guess we might as well start up this bill. Smelt the slag, because we have a little bit of it. And then also, I am going to want improvised turrets being rebuilt now that we can. I mean, we have plenty of steel at this point, at least enough steel to do that job. I can always do with more steel, obviously. you up to? You're mining, probably? Yeah. Well, that's still good. We need the steel. And the other place we're mining is over here. We still have a lot of that queued, so... Now, the biggest problem is just getting enough stone for the walls. We still have an issue with that. I could start stone production up, but that would require me hauling stone in, which I'm not really prepared to do because I have other priorities right now. All right, let's go ahead and let these be auto rearm set. I was to set up the trap, so that's going to consume a bunch of stone. Okay, somebody just broke Chewbacca. Where is Chewbacca? Down there. Okay. So, try and keep an eye on him. Looks like he's going to set fire to the crops. I'm not a fan of, but we'll have... Oh, Han can't... Whoops. Han can't put out fires because he's a pyromaniac too. How about you extinguish that fire? So he's going to probably light the crops on fire, which I'm not too surprised. Now, obviously, crops being lit on fire is bad because they can spread. We have Old Ben in the area, so if he lights any more fires, we're right there. Probably just going to keep lighting this one thing on fire. Yeah, there he goes up there. He's like, oh, that didn't work. I gotta go light another wire on fire. Let's keep him over here. Yeah, see, Chewbacca is being a little bit more of a pyromaniac. There we go. Need to put out the fire. It's kind of Old Ben's job, I guess, is putting out fires of our pyromaniacs. But he also has jobs to do while he's over here, so it's not like it's a complete waste of time. Gonna put some more crops on fire. And prioritize putting out the fire. And around we go. Okay, he's better. Okay, now you can do whatever you want. Don't really care. So mostly it's just getting more crops here. Which, I don't know if we really have the fridge space for, but we'll work on it. I do want another cooker as well. That kind of... Alright, well, you know what? Let's get to a plan here. So I would like another... like a production zone, but also maybe like a secondary kitchen. And I'm thinking putting it over here is not a bad place. So we'll put a door in the storeroom, but I might also create a hallway here, extend out a hallway, and put a door in there too so that we can quickly get over the fridge. So I'll put like maybe one cooking area here, but I want to make this fairly big so we can use it as a nice production facility. So I don't know how big I want to make it, but I think we carve out an area like that. That wouldn't be necessarily bad. And actually, maybe one more so that we can build a wall. And we might want to have to cut this area out too, so there. That's going to be the extent of the cut. So this is going to be a wall that we build, and then this is going to be a wall we build, and then wall here. I think this is a nice size room. Pretty big, honestly, but we have a lot of production things that we need to still set up. I might even move the research table over there and put something else in here. Because we're going to need to fit a multi-analyzer. I don't know if we have the option to uninstall. Yeah, I don't think so. So we're going to have to deconstruct it. Probably lose some resources. I am going to have to be careful that we don't connect to this. This could be a real bad decision if we end up connecting to this. Because I remember early on we got a warning about this room here. If it's only full of like a mechanoid or something like that, maybe it's something we could deal with proper security. I do have to consider the fact that bad guys can get through some of these areas, but if we put a wall in here, then that will close this area off eventually, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. So they'd have to go through here into here. I mean, technically it's still a possibility, but... And we're starting to get the walls constructed over here. And we can haul this stone, which is going to allow me to start doing stone cutting jobs. So build any stone blocks. Alright, well, we're getting things progressed. Maybe a little bit slower than I would like because of just events that are happening, but, you know, that's the way the game goes. You can't plan for everything. We also might want to expand the storeroom at some point. Maybe expand it over this way. Although, again, I have to be careful where I'm digging out. I could do a secondary storeroom, too. Come to think of it. Doesn't necessarily have to be all in the same place. We could do a storeroom over here. And get us access. Whoa! Okay, that needs to be taken care of immediately. Anyone that can fight fires needs to go... what's going on with the fighting? Oh, I have to undraft him, that's why. Yeah, okay, he's gonna be fighting that fire. Draft. Undraft. Already fighting fire. Yeah, okay. Anyone that can fight fire, pretty much, needs to be woken up right now. Okay. So that means Chewbacca and Han get a good night's sleep. While we take care of this. I mean, this is wood, so it's going to go up. Okay, so now we need to take a look at our power. Oh wow, did that blow out our wall? I think that blew out our wall. Alright, well, structure. Put a slate wall in there. And I know everybody just went to bed, but that's not how this is going to work. And you are up, so get over there. Work on that power conduit so we have power. Because you're cutting off one of our geothermal. Yeah, I think the power line should be connected now. Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright, well, that was interesting. And that needs hauled when you get around to it. Matter of fact, well, it doesn't have to be rushed, I don't think, but... I've never seen something like that blow a wall completely out. That's weird. Alright, well, Chewbacca's up and at him early because he got a good night's sleep while everybody else was fighting the fire. But I'm curious as to what kind of damage that actually did. I think a lot of these things, it probably didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But the pants probably got pretty shredded. And some boomalope meat got rotted out there. And some of the camel meat. I mean, that's not a lot of meat that we're losing, and we still have a ton of these wargs. This is why I want to get another cooking facility up and running. And our hydroponic farm's starting to produce all kinds of food for us. So, really, the food situation is very much under control. The question is, do we have food production up high enough? And I don't think we do. That's why I'm trying to get this production facility worked on. That does mean that other projects are being delayed, but granted, the people that we're going to mine, we're going to have mined anyway, so... I don't think it's the end of the world. And looking at our steel situation, we have 639. We still haven't mined this stuff out, so that's good. And we have more steel over here that we can mine. We have components that we're going to want to get through compacted machinery. But I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.